Hi, everybody. This is Jalen Weinel with Crafty Girl Creations. And I want to first thank you for joining us today and apologize because I actually thought I was live at 2 o'clock, which is what we're going to be doing on Tuesday afternoon, and Saturdays is going live at 2 o'clock. And I wasn't live. I thought I hit the button and I didn't. But you know what? Take two. So what we are going to do today now is I'm going to kind of go through what I did and how I made the card, and not it won't be as much live action, but I still am going to show you what we did because it's a really cute card and it's still very, very easy to do. We focused on coloring before, and while I'm switching my camera, if you would please share these videos to on Facebook, or share it with someone, share it on Facebook, and then subscribe and like on YouTube. As you know, I get to do both now and I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera so you have my overhead view. There you go. And you see here the beautiful Stampin' Positioner and the glass mat. Um, the Stampin' Positioner is new, and currently the promotion is the way that you can get this. You could only get it for free, and that's becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Now, before anybody goes, eeks, I don't want to be a demonstrator, you don't have to. You can simply be a hobbyist. I started as a hobbyist 4+ years ago. I think it was 4 years in December. And maybe 5, I'm not quite sure, but 4 for sure. And I became a demonstrator to get the discount, and I get 20% as a start. I get more than that now because I've moved up in the world. Um, but it's a really great thing because you still earn Stampin' Rewards, which is 10% of everything you spend. I also get 20% in what a lot of people now are calling instant income, and that's just giving money back to yourself. So whereas, something might be $10, well, I'm going to get $2 off of that automatically. So you could do the math on that, but it does add up, and then you get the Stampin' Rewards with it. This month, by signing up as a demonstrator, I'm going to go back to my overhead. You get the Stampin' Positioners, the Stampin' Positioner, absolutely free. And if you haven't seen this work yet, you could check out one of my other videos. 1 or 2 ago, I think 2 ago, I think yesterday and the one prior to that, I used the Stampin' Positioner. And we made this card a couple videos ago, and that was done by placing everything on the white sheet of paper, the white cardstock I had laid down, and then making one imprint with 1, 2, 3, 4 different stamps, and it put everything right where I wanted it. So then we colored it in. Today's, I'm going to go ahead and set our positioner aside. Today's card, this was the original that I did this morning, and I did that by doing die cutting. Not everybody likes to color, so this one is done strictly die cut. Well, we did do one stamp, but it is a book, what we call a bookbind card. And as you can see, the center is glued together, and this is all one piece like a bookbind. Now you could do it this way, or you can do it landscape, and then your bookbind is about maybe, this is a 1/2 inch, and then your bookbind would be like maybe almost an inch. And I'll show you that one another time. This one is one I decided to do differently and do it more portrait, and it still looks like a book. So as we go through, and I'll show you how I did that, it just gives you another easy way to make a card. We'll set that one right up here. The ribbon I used was the specialty ribbon that comes in the suite, and they call it Ric Rac. I'm going to pull this up here so you can see that everything's done in a side swiped, where you've got the edges that are rounded, and then you've got that nice, let me get this up here where you can see it. If I can get it to, there we go. And you can see it against the glass mat where it's got the almost checkerboard look in the middle. So that is called Ric Rac. And I wanted that to be able to show through, so we added, I'm going to bring in the card that we made live a half hour ago. You just didn't know it. I pulled a piece of Mossy Meadow and cut that the length of the book bind. So that was a 1/2 inch by 5.5, because you start with the 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, cutting it in half to get your two cards, your two card stock, or your two card, by cutting it in the middle at 5.5. That gets you both of these cards. That was originally an 8.5 by 11. And I wanted the Ric Rac to be able to show through, so I wanted you to see the darker color underneath the old olive. And now it looks more like a book. We then took, and I'm going to pull out the die set, the great dies that we have in this set. We used all of these little dies. Let me go ahead and get my Designer Series paper out of that one. This was done for the, if you look here, it was done over to make the, and I knew that flower 20 minutes ago, Lily of the Valley, I think it is, to cut those out. We have the different characters, and I'll show you this sheet of paper that if you saw last week, we used this Designer Series paper with the daisies as a border for our coloring. Well, the flip side has all these guys on it, and what I did was I used the die cuts to cut out the guys. There we go. And you didn't have to color them. Now, this set has so many die cuts. I bet you there's 20 die cuts in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 16 or 17 for sure. And we took and cut those guys out so we didn't have to color them. And then we placed I did the picnic blanket. I did use the paper trimmer and cut that down to 3.5 by 3, glued it down, and then we began to glue down our pieces that we die cut, popping up some on dimensionals to give them a little lift. And then we glued even the daisy, the little daisy that was on that sheet has a die cut. So I was able to die cut that and then put it in his hands like he's going to throw it down to our little trumpeter like they do at the Olympics for the figure skaters. That's kind of where I got that from. And then we cut out the sentiment using the stylish dies, which are in the annual catalog. And you get 5 circles, 5 squares, 5 or 6 circles, squares, and then you get 4 of these banner style. And you've got the little dots that go around each and every one of them. So I use it a lot. And we put hooray. Now these two are probably going to go to my grandsons in Florida. As you know, I make a lot of cards for them and they love receiving them. And that was our card today. I'm sorry I didn't do it as live as I thought I was doing, but that's okay. I still came live and still brought it to you. And I could always, would love to do this with you in your home if you want me to. I could do that. Just give me a call and we could set that up. I'm going to start making some make and takes too when you see me at events, so you could purchase them there too. And if you have any questions, just, reach out. And don't forget, we have let me switch to my other camera. We are doing our giveaway of the coupons that I earned myself in January. I earned 3 $5 coupons to be used for Stampin' Up! Products. And I'm going to give them all away for a total of $15 for anyone between now and Valentine's Day that likes any of my posts, that comments. That'll get you an entry. If you subscribe to the channels, if you share this live stream, that will get you another entry. And if anybody does two things, if anybody places an order of $50 or more at jaylenweinel.stampinup.net, jaylenweinel.stampinup.net, and that's not stamping, it's stampin'. If you do that, then that will get you 5 entries. And if anyone becomes a demonstrator this month, even if you want to be a hobbyist, one, you're already going to get the Stampin' Positional absolutely free. But if you place an order, if you become a demonstrator, either one of those, you will get an additional 5 entries. So if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. And again, thank you for your time. And I will be back Tuesday at 2 o'clock. And if you do have any questions on how we put this card together or what I did, please leave a comment or give me a call or reach out to me in any way, and I will definitely help you do that. Thank you, and you guys have a great afternoon.